On my last video of this one, Kayed from Latafa, a subscriber, Russell, he mentioned that this was his first foray into oud. I thought it was kind of a funny way of putting it, but it is very true for a lot of us that got into fragrance hobby. Oud is one of those things that was difficult for me as well. But then later what turned my head or turned my mind was that I thought basically it is wood, right? WOOD is kind of always agarwood, but they did something to it to make it smell a little bit different. But basically it's still wood. And a lot of time it smells like burning wood to me. And I really like firewoods. I like the incense, a lot of those type of things that have to do with wood. So I thought that's how I kind of start changing my nose and, get into the oud, the OUD. It'll become very easy for me. But with that said, there are still some that is very difficult. Example, welcome to my place. My name is Dave. Example is this. This is Franck Olivier Oud Touch. This one, to me, to my nose, is a little bit skanky. And that is very difficult for me in the beginning, as a beginner. Okay, many years back. But then, what was easier was this Oud Vanille. Okay, what I was saying that this one, even now, it still smells a little bit skanky. But some of us do enjoy that at times. Okay, not every single time, but at times. I thought this one would be easier because it adds the vanilla notes. So it'd be oud vanille. But then comparing to the other ones, it might still be difficult for beginners. That for those that are starting to get into oud, right? And the reason for this video, I was just thinking about what Russell mentioned and what are some fragrances that might be easier and what are the evolutions of this oud thing in the fragrances. Not evolution, but as far as comparing different type of oud smell, skanky, adding vanilla to it, but it's still a bit skanky. And this one is the Armaf Niche Oud. I really enjoyed this one. You're talking about $30-something. Now coming back to this, the Franck Olivier you could always pick up for around $20. This one as well. But this one niche about $35 to $40. This one adds a little bit more stuff to the oud, okay? But then I was thinking about if you're getting into oud, it's better. I always suggest to my buddies that whenever they ask me, and I always tell them that start slow, start with something that's a bit more inexpensive, dip your toes into it. Don't put too much money to go for this niche expensive stuff until your nose are ready for it. Because maybe some of us, or some of you might not ever get into it, maybe for many years later. Okay, so it's best to just save your wallet just a bit before you know. And this one is about $35 to $40. I really enjoyed this one. But what was easier for me was this one, 24 gold. But then I found out this one right now the pricing is about $40-something, so it's still a bit more expensive. I end up with this video is going to be suggesting this one. Okay, now it's a super quick video. This one is Raghba from the house of Latafa as well. Wait, it is Latafa. Let's see. I think so. Yeah, it is. What am I thinking? My brain just stopped working for a second there. So also from Latafa, same thing with this one. But this Raghba is about the same price, but easier for the beginners. Okay. Spray time. It's a short video just to give you some comparison. All right. Right away, this is a sweet vanilla, a little bit woody, smoky, ambery, all those things that you can mention. It's more of a typical Middle Eastern type of scent. I mentioned that in the last review as well, and this is one of those, but this one is a lot easier than the others. Right away, I'm picking up all those notes on the top. The first spray, the first, second. It's a short video because it's not going to change all that much. In the beginning, like I said, I'm getting the sweet vanillic, but not overly sweet. It's not cloying, okay? It's not overpowering. It just sits right there, maybe 3 or 4 out of 10 level on the sweet. And then I'm smelling that oud, O-U-D. But this is a very easy oud comparing to the other ones. It's very similar to 24 Gold. I would say they're 80-85% similar for this one and the 24. And the oud is from the easy level. Let's say from 0 to 10. 10 is being extremely difficult. I would say the oud touch is about 7 or 8 on the skankiness of the oud. It goes that direction pretty hard. While this Rock Bar is like 1 out of 10. So it's super low level difficulty. Perfect for those of you that wants to get into oud. In the wintertime, in the cozy weather, woody scents and oudy scents are very comforting. One of those that once you get used to it, in the cool weather is a thing that we want to use to be able to give us some sense of a feel of warmth. Okay, what happened was quite a few years back, before I even thought about all the different variety of fragrances, how they work in different scenarios or weather, I was using my, I remember very clearly, I was using my Creed Himalaya, because Himalaya, the cold mountain top, and I was using it in the winter. And I hated it. For some reason, it just came out very wrong. And I didn't understand. Himalaya is one of my favorite for the warm weather. And I didn't think about it until later I realized, yeah, even though you can use whatever fragrances you want at any time, any weather you like, it's up to you. But some just suits certain situations or weather better. So when it's wintertime or cozy time, the darker scents invites me to, to spray it on. And this is Rock Bar is a very easy one. At times, I want to go for the heavy duty oud. And at times, my nose want to take a break. I want something that's a little bit easy, cozy, but not overly sweet. I have difficulty with overly sweet scents. I would really hate to be annoyed by those. Okay. So this one just sits there perfectly with a bit of sweetness, and yet it doesn't bother me. And that's very important. Because even if you enjoy the sweets, chances are, I believe, after a few times, you might just get bothered by it. Okay, at least that's what happened to me, and then a couple other buddies that I talked to. They're beginners, but then they start saying, no, I really don't like those overly sweet scents anymore. And yeah, I'm also at the dry down getting more of that incense. All right, other than the wood. The incense will come and play a little bit more, and is a very good player. This is one of those I'm absolutely surprised at how much I'm getting for that low price. It's just mind-boggling, and at times make it difficult for me to spend more money on fragrances because I could get such nice quality. The downside about this will be the short longevity. Okay, the shortgevity. Usually I'll get maybe 3 or 4 hours. It is my bottle. I picked it up maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It doesn't last all that long, but half a day almost, and that's enough for me to use another fragrance or spray it again. It doesn't matter. It's so cheap. Like I said, you could pick this up for maybe 15 to 20 bucks. For 100 ml, it could last you for a long time, and it's well worth it. If you're trying to get into the oud, you think it's interesting, this is a great one to start, okay? Now, I'm not going to keep going. It's going to be a short video. It's going to be basically, think of this as vanilla, woody, incensey, super easy, a little bit sweet, just the right way, right? Imagine a sweet lady, just perfectly sweet, not overly sweet. Now, this is a manly scent. So to wrap it up, I think ladies can wear this, so I'll just say it's unisex, but it's nothing feminine to me. yeah, I would still think is masculine just because the wood in there and the incense in there. Okay, all right. I'm not getting a lot of other stuff. Maybe at times I'll feel like I'm picking up maybe a little bit of booziness, but just a bit. To my nose, it doesn't have that much booziness, but I still had to mention it. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm picking up basically. So woody, vanillic, a little bit boozy. I don't pick up any floral or citrus or anything blue like that. So it's just in that genre. Okay, that's a super quick take on this one. The projections is good while it's going for the first 20-30 minutes is good. Projection half an arm's length. It doesn't go all to fill up the whole room, but it is fair enough for that price. Longevity, like I said, 3 or 4 hours. Unisex. You could wear it to just any occasions. There's nothing skanky about this one. Nothing hard, difficult. This will be suitable, super versatile. Maybe except the hot weather. I don't want to wear this in the hot weather. Anything that's a bit cool, I would love to wear this one all day long. Okay. Even though the juice is still quite a bit, just because of my larger collection, but if this is my signature scent, my go-to, yeah, I'll be wearing this every day. I'll enjoy it as much. All right then, super quick take. I hope that is helpful though. Thanks for the inspiration, Russell. And as always, see you next time.